Check out these two images of a glacier in Greenland. What do you see? Hopefully this. Between the 22nd of July and August the 1st in 2014, something we thought impossible happened here. On the Harder Glacier, a flood erupted upwards from the bottom of a glacier all the way through the ice sheet and out the top. This came deep within the ice sheet itself. The water pushed its way up in an area that was completely frozen, at least we thought. Here's how it's supposed to work. Meltwater from the surface drains downward through cracks and shafts into a network of rivers deep under the ice, and eventually it escapes from the edges as you would naturally expect. But in 2014, 3 satellites picked up this rather unusual phenomenon. They saw the reverse. A subglacial lake drained fast. Nearly 90 million cubic meters of water shot upwards through the ice by hydrofracturing, basically water that's under a lot of pressure. It exploded out the surface and tore apart a 6 square kilometer area. Blocks 40 meters wide were thrown aside. And then the water just disappeared. It went back down into the fracture, never to be seen again. Now, conventional models would suggest that meltwater underneath the glaciers help with lubrication, allowing them to flow faster, therefore retreat or melt quicker. But in this study, they found that the water disappearing actually slowed down the glacier. It slowed down by 80 meters per year, which is a reduction of 63%. They believe that these sudden floodwaters improved the drainage beneath the glacier. It basically left bare rock beneath the glacier, allowing it to stick to the surface. This is the first time an upward Jokulsleip has been recorded, which is basically a flood from the bed to the surface. And it's forcing us to think how ice sheets work, because usually Jokulsleips happen sideways. This upward flooding is almost like a geyser or a volcanic eruption, with pressure building up and bursting out the top, and we don't know the impacts this has on glacial movements. This is going to force us to recalibrate those models to help us understand how glaciers will react in the future as the temperatures change. Because the question is, if it happened here, where else has it happened? If you enjoyed this video on Earth Explained, make sure you give us a like, comment, share and follow. We're always trying to make interesting videos for you to learn. Take care and I'll see you in the next one.